cooking your way through.
Ho, ho, ho. Merry Christmas, everybody. Hey, welcome back to another episode of Cook Right Through Life with me, Chef Drake. I'm in the festive season. So I got the hat and we're making a Christmas dinner. I feel like it's a Christmas dinner that I always wanted for Christmas. So this is me relieving my inner child of that. So yeah, let's get started. We're doing a little bit of lamb with some blueberry sauce. The lamb itself is just one of my favorite proteins. I love lamb and duck. If you know me personally, you already know that. And the blueberry sauce is actually from the cookbook. So I try to work in cookbook recipes as much as I can because if you get the cookbook, you already have the recipes written down for you. Now, the lamb itself is just my way of really creating this lamb that I love. I just love lamb itself. So we're gonna do a rack of lamb and a blueberry sauce. So I'm going to get my lamb ready and then also get my pan ready and then get the sauce on, get everything in the oven, get the sauce going. Very, very fast, guys. Faster than you think. Let's get started. Hey, so first step, I want to get my clarified butter into my pan. And I'm using a cast iron skillet. I'm using clarified butter because of the fact that it has a what? High smoke point. If you go back and look at my butter tutorial, then I talk about why and everything like that. But I want to get this into my pan and want to get our cast iron skillet on. So with the lamb, I bought it and it's already French, so I didn't have to do too much to it. But I actually keep on as much of the fat cap as I can. I love the fat cap on lamb. I love lamb in general. I just put on some extra virgin olive oil, like to lather it up, even on those bones as well. And then you guys already know, if you're not new here, made my own spice blend today. I just love mixing and matching the spices. I don't even change that much sometimes, but you know, like today, I'm doing some mint inside of my blueberry sauce. So I was thinking, oh, I usually use a lot of thyme in my lamb, but I don't want anything to kind of interfere or work against that mint. So I just took the thyme out and put in some other things. But yeah, I just love making my own little blend. Of course, I put it up for you, so you should already have it by now. What's inside? Do remember to season all sides of that lamb. I know sometimes you feel like, oh, well, I'm not gonna actually get a sear on that and it doesn't matter. It really does because you're gonna eat all of that lamb. So you want that seasoning and that flavor all over. As you can see, I'm just using a plate for mine right now. Just keeps my cutting board clean and easy to wash off, but nice seasoning all over the lamb, on the sides, on the back, and everywhere. So we're gonna get this into the cast iron skillet, get a nice sear on it, and then it's gonna go into the oven and roast to your perfection, whatever temperature you personally like. All right, let's get this in the oven. Okay, so I'm gonna take my lamb here. My pan is already hot, had a clarified butter. I'm putting the presentation side down first. And all I wanna do is nothing. You see how it's starting? I can tell it's hot. All right, my lamb is searing, is rendering over here. You can see it inside of my cast iron skillet. And what's gonna happen is I'm gonna get a nice sear on that one, flip it over and put it into the oven on the other side so it can really cook through. Now, while that's happening, I'm gonna get my sauce together. One thing I need to prep is my lemon. Everything else is pretty much ready to go. And I do need to get my mint together. As always, I say it over and over and over and over and over again, but I am going to use fresh lemon juice today. So what am I doing? I'm zesting first and juicing second. Zest first, juice second. Every single time you're using fresh citrus, go ahead and zest it. I'm just using a microplane here, but that is a rasp style grater. So you can use any brand that you like, but that rasp style grater is great. I can use it for my lemons. I can use it for Parmesan. I can use it for ginger. I can use it for garlic. It's great. All right. The only other thing I like to get together is my mint, but I like to do a quick little chop or chiffonade on the mint just so that it will be ready to go in. Now, mint's pretty cool. You can actually clap it and it gives you great flavor. I didn't clap it today, but I clap it on another episode. Don't worry. All right, everything's ready. We're gonna move over and get this into our pot and get it ready to go. And check on my lamb. All right, let's check on this lamb. It's time to flip it over. You see that crust? Because I did nothing. I just let it sit there. I also want the bottom of it to get nice and crispy, so I'm gonna lean it over against my cast iron skillet here. and get that bottom portion really nice and seared. Now after that gets seared, now I'm going to put it on the actual bottom that you can see. Just set it down, and when it goes in the oven, I'll have heat all the way around this. Okay, so this cast iron is super hot. Great thing about cast iron is that it's cast iron. The horrible thing about cast iron is cast iron. So this is really hot. Always be careful with your cast iron, but I'm gonna put this right into the oven because it's gonna roast it until medium is what I'm going for today. Maybe medium rare. I'll figure it out. I like medium rare most of the time, but I'm in a medium mood. We'll see which one I like today. All right, let's go. Okay, so while my lamb is in the oven cooking off and roasting, now it's the perfect time to make my sauce. So I'm going in with some little extra virgin olive oil here in the bottom. And then I need some onions and garlic to start this sauce off. Now with this onions and garlic, I do want to make sure that I can sweat these out just a tiny bit so I have a little bit of salt going in here. So that salt's going to help bring out that moisture so I can sweat this down. And this way I can get all the flavors to kind of flow together. Now, I don't want to caramelize these onions, even though I love caramelized onions, but I really just want to sweat, as I mentioned. So think soup here, where we just want to envelop the flavor of this sauce. So there's not one note. We want to make it a little bit complex. So that's why I'm stirring here. As you know, I tell you not to stir a lot, but we're stirring so we do not cook or overcook our garlic and our onions. Now we're going to add these fresh blueberries in pretty much very, very soon. And as they go in, you can automatically see they're going to turn color. So that's from two things: the heat in the pan, but also they're getting coated with that oil that's now flavored with the onions and the garlic. So I want those blueberries to really get coated with that. Forgot one, throw that in there. So now, got the blueberries going in. This time for the spice. I have some jalapenos here. Fresh jalapenos, just because I really like jalapenos. You can use habaneros here. You can use scorpion peppers. Any pepper that you like. I actually like the jalapeno here because I feel like it brings a really nice balance of this sweet and spicy, as well as a lot of the bigger flavor profiles we're about to add when we add in some seasoning. So going in for sweetening is going to be a little bit of sugar. So I have some granulated sugar, which is white sugar, as well as brown sugar today. And then I'm adding in a little bit of orange juice. You need a little acid to kind of bring all of this together. So that acid's going to break down everything and really combine all these sugars. And this way, as I mentioned earlier, once again, balance, balance, balance. This is a spicy, sweet sauce that's going to go with our lamb, and it really cuts through the fat that we have and that gaminess sometimes that comes with the lamb itself. So just stirring, 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 because I do not want this to, overcook this time. Now, big punch of flavor. I'm adding in those same spices that's on my lamb, and that's going to really bring this together. It's kind of like pairing a wine. You use the same wine you cook with, so pair that wine the same way. But also adding in some fresh mint there that you just seen go in at the last moment. So all this together, and now we finally have the base of our sauce. Now I let that cook down. I did not touch it for a while, and now you see all those blueberries have now started to burst. Now you can actually serve it just like this. I actually do like serving it a little chunky and rustic sometimes. For today, I wanted to be very smooth, so we're going to do one last step, and that is blending it all. So with my blender here, this is a hand blender, immersion blender. You can buy these anywhere. I'm just using this just to blend all of the sauce together now so that it's a nice consistency. And this is just for personal preference. As I mentioned, you can serve this kind of rustic, and I like it sometimes with the chunks in there. But if I want it to be a very smooth sauce, this is pretty much how you do it. So I can throw it into a big blender if I like, but I'm doing a small amount. So this hand immersion blender does the job. And as you can see that nice color on there. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. All right, let's get this on the lamb. Let's go. So let's cut through these bones, see what we got. Now I'm cutting on top of my foil. You don't have to. I just do this just in case I still have a little juice that comes out. I have somewhere for it to catch. But just be careful not to cut through the bottom, so that you can catch those juices. I love using the juices for other things, so that's why I like doing it this way. All right, perfect. Let's plate. All right, good things come to those in three. So let's do 3 ribs. Let's do a little bit of sauce. I just like to drizzle it towards the bottom here. That way they can see the temperature that you cooked. Don't forget that sauce can be a little spicy. There's jalapenos in there, of course. I like using the fresh blueberries in contrast, just because I feel like people don't really get to see the color change that you have. All right, well, Merry Christmas, everybody. Happy New Year, and I hope you enjoyed today's episode.
Cooking your way through life. Cooking your
Watching
way
today's
through
episode.
life.
I hope you enjoyed it and maybe even learned something. You know what to do next. Please hit those like, share, and subscribe buttons below and have a great day.